TV radio. This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV radio, the pathfinder for radio. Elegbete TV radio, we dare to lead.
All right, good morning and welcome to the Thursday edition of Responsible Fee on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Idafe Matthews. So you have to come in the Elegbete One Sports. How are you doing? How is everything with you? It's going in your end. Work. If you're not working, how is life? If you're working from home, how's it going? As electricity at your end, as security at your end, as your family, as your health. Okay, let's take that a bit serious. Like what Idafe is always talking about health these days. It's a strong thing, okay? I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. We're dealing with it one step at a time, but I know what I'm saying, okay? Why not take it serious, but I advise you to. Right, let's get in on the show. A lot of people, Enzo Maresca says rhyme styling. Oh, God. This football insults deal. Rhyme, Enzo Have you ever walked somewhere, or have you ever dated a girl or a guy who at some point just told you, you're not my type of guy, you're not my type of girl, or you're working somewhere and the management just come and say, you know what, you're not the kind of person that we want in this organization? Yes, that's exactly what Enzo Maresca is saying, that Raheem Sterling is not the type of winger that he wants. It's not his type of winger. You know, there's a whole lot, but it just get me laughing when I hear some of these things and the way they say it, the way they conjure it and put it out there and try to make all of us look like we're all foolish people. We should just believe these stories. You know, it's good anyway. Everybody have their ways. You know, the Enzo Maresca have come in, frozen players out, but then one man's meat really is another man's poison, or one man's poison is another man's meat, the way is it, because you can be rejected in one place and be loved and accepted in another place. That's exactly what what's it called now? What's his name? Conor Gallagher experienced as he went to Atletico Madrid. The unveiling was beautiful. I'm not sure English league they unveil players like that anyway. No fanfare, no Okada rider, no dispatch rider, no lights in the stadium and all those effects. Yeah, just unveil the player. Just tell the world I will sign him. Let him come and play the ball that we're paying him for. If you like, may not play well. One season from now, he will be told that he's also not the type of player that this club needs. It's as simple as that. But for Conor Gallagher, he will look at his unveiling and say, okay, you know what? This is better. I'm more appreciated here. My job now is to play. And you know, and I was telling somebody, some group of guys yesterday, very late last night, that this might turn out to be one of the best things that happened to Conor Gallagher. And the reason being that he's a youth player, he's an academy player. He came into the academy at Chelsea, feeling like one day we'll go on and become like John Terry, captain the club and all that. Yeah, as an academy player, your biggest dream is to play for the first team. Then when you start playing for the first team, you say, okay, you know what? This is a top club. This is a club that is used to winning titles. I might also one day follow in the footsteps of the people that have passed through the academy and go on to win titles, captain the club. I may a potential captain of the club. But then he's also not felt the experience of being treated as a senior player, because he would always be seen as an academy lad, right? So now he's gone to Atletico Madrid, where he's seen one as an overseas player, as a senior player, as a top class player. There's a welcoming, there's an unveiling, there's a ceremony that precedes his coming into the club. So he feels like, okay, so there's life on that. You know how those things they talk about, travel and see, that when you travel, you see life from a different perspective. You can't look at life from just one prism, okay? You have to look at life from a different angles, and then you see, because sometimes you are seeing 6 and the person standing on the other side is saying 9. So the volume of the numbers that you guys are saying are different. So it's also good to to move around. I know that they say that sometimes moving around does not matter because 689 is the same as 689 no matter how you turn it, but sometimes you just needs to move. Yeah, that's the way I think. So it might turn out to be good, but between Chelsea and Atletico Madrid, who got the better player, who got the better deal in Felix going to Chelsea as a need? Chelsea have a need for a striker. There's no two ways about it. I don't want to believe that Nicolas Jackson is the guy, and I'm not thinking that Joao Felix is that world-class player. Yes, he was once upon a time touted as the heir apparent to the throne of Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, next time people should stop naming anybody as the heir apparent to the throne of somebody as great as Ronaldo or Messi. The same way, look at Joao Felix, look at Ansu Fati. I think all those type of conversations should just die a natural death. The replacement will come. Another player will come that will do their thing. That's what I think, because that's how we've been naming different players as replacement for coach since forever. They've never lived up to it. So I think that whole idea should stop. Having said that, though, let's examine and x-ray some things. And if you've got any questions, I'm putting your questions up now. Now when we're running out of time, I start seeing a lot of questions. If you have questions to ask, this is the best time to put it. They say the early bird gets the best of the worms. So please try and put it up there. And I mean, even when I write it in the comment section and pin it up there, there are still more viewers than likes. I don't know which I could do again before and I'm going to click the like button, but just click on the like button. And then if you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. It's just something good when it's the way YouTube works. Okay, normally I don't feel like I have the need to even be saying it, but obviously I would cut an advert and I would have to get somebody to get me an advert, and I'll be playing it regularly. So that click on the like button, subscribe to the channel will become now a regular thing on the show. Well, having said that, I think that if you have anything, any question to ask, anything, you can say it. And there's a story here for the Arsenal fans that would obviously interest you. And what interests me is the fact that Eddie Nketiah is going to move on. I mean, nothing will sweet me more. As a matter of fact, the day Eddie Nketiah moves to another club from Arsenal, for me, I will consider it that we have won the Premier League already. So even if we don't win the title at the end of the season, I don't care. Yeah, it's the end of an era of bad, low-quality, average players, leaving the club. I'll be very, very happy. Arsenal are closing in on signing Mikel Merino from Real Madrid. Why do I keep saying Real Madrid? Okay, Madrid is what follow Real anyway. Real Sociedad, after further talks on Wednesday night, the Gunners have been chasing Merino 28 all summer and had an initial 21.5 million pounds offer rejected. Merino, who previously played for Newcastle, helped Spain to win the Euro 2024 last month, with the midfielder scoring the winner in the 2-1 quarterfinal victory over Germany. That's the highlight of his performance. But I know that he's a good player anyway. He's the kind of player that would help. Plays that kind of Mikel Arteta's role, so maybe that's the reason why he needs him. Real Sociedad star had played 242 times for the Basque club over the past 6 years, while he has also racked up 28 caps for La Fuenlabrada. Okay, in this conversation, they say 30 million pounds bid should be enough to sign the 28-year-old, and Arsenal sporting director Edu has been in Spain to push negotiations along. So let's hope that this eventually goes through. That's not a big deal anyway. The story continues. Merino, who has 1 year left on his contract, was excluded from the Real Sociedad squad for their La Liga opener against Rayo Vallecano on Sunday, with Sociedad boss Emilio Angulo saying that was the best solution amid the transfer speculation. If a move is to be completed, Merino will become Arsenal's second signing of the window after the £42 million addition of Italian defender Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna last month. I don't know if it is only me, but I think that Arsenal have made 3 signings this window. Okay, in my head, I feel like Julian Timbers, even though they signed him last summer, does come across as a new signing. David Raya, even though he had 1 full season with us, he was on loan. So permanenting the deal seemed to me like a new signing as well, even though everybody thinks it's just Calafiori. But that's the way I think about it. The progress on the Merino deal comes at a time when Arsenal are close to selling Eddie Nketiah to Nottingham Forest for 30 million. So yeah, it's just like a balance. It's, you sell one player for 30 million, you buy another one for 30 million. It's zero. They cancel each other out. We're doing that Liverpool to net and gross now, right? Okay, the Gunners academy graduate has scored 38 goals in 168 games for the club, and how Arsenal had rejected Forest's initial £25 million bid it remains a mystery. But the striker has been allowed to leave the Emirates after falling down the pecking order and saw a move to Marseille fall through earlier this summer after the French side refused to meet Arsenal's asking price. Then get out of here. Meanwhile, Gunners midfielder Charlie Patino is heading to Deportivo La Corona for £1 million plus a hefty sell-on clause. Okay, you can't stay, then you have to go. But I like the deal anyway because there is a sell-on to the deal. That makes it beautiful. So let's look at the stories that is put together by Timothy Dembo, a wonderful guy who's helping to add value and quality to the show. You all have agreed that on Friday we should put his account details up there for the normal monthly contribution. I hope we are able to make him smile for the hard work that he puts in helping to package our news story. Chelsea coach Enzo Maresca explained that the decision to exclude Raheem Sterling from his plans wasn't made at the last minute. He clarified that the choice was based on evaluation during preseason and is not a reflection of Sterling's ability as a player. Instead, Maresca noted that he prefers wingers with a different profile, which led to his decision while speaking to Chelsea TV. Well, don't hear it from me. Don't take my word for it. You have to go. You have to finally listen to the man, Enzo Maresca. Some of you have already heard him anyway, but just for context sake, hear him again.
No, it's not late. No. Who played the first game against Wrexham as a winger? You remember? George. Who played the second game as a winger? Misha. Who played the other game? Raheem. So it was a chance to see all of them. So it's not just 2 days before the competition, official competition. It's not because he's. I'm not saying that Raheem is no good player, but I prefer different kind of wingers, and this is the reason why.
Straight up, it's a different kind of. I prefer a different kind of winger. It does look easy in the front office. Okay, when the coach says it that way, it just look easy. And to be very honest, who are you to argue? Coach, the man have said this is the kind of winger that I like, and Raheem Sterling is this type of winger. It does look easy. My own is, why wait till very close to the end of the transfer window? The season has started as soon as you got the job. Raheem Sterling is not a stranger. He's a player that you already know. You've seen him play. You work with him at Man City at some point, so you know this guy. It's not as if he's a strange player. From the beginning, you could just tell him, "Okay, I'm not going to have you here." Well, you give him the room, the time for him to decide. Like, you know what? I'm going to go look for a club. I'm going to get my agent to work and get me a club. I'll decide where to go, because when you're a family man, planning comes into it. Like, babe, we're going to have to move as a family. We're going to have to move the children, change their school. You're going to lose your friends, because a lot of people don't understand. The other day, let me share this. The other day, I was talking to Precious, my partner, and I was saying that if I have my way, I would have loved for us to have these footballers' wives or sportsmen's wives and husbands take on how their spouse's career have a toll on them. Because, okay, we all talk about the big money that comes in and all the things that they benefit, all of the extras that they enjoy. Yeah, and it's true. But there is more to it. You are settling down in a city. How many years does it take for you to make friends, to get acclimatized to a city? You're settling down in a city, and just when you think, you're just making new friends, you're not getting to know each other, you're not getting to connect and love those people and feel like you could share some real intimate details of yourself with them, your husband is moving again. And because he's moving, and you're like, okay, we're going to start a new circle of friends again. Sometimes it's another country, it's another language, you're going to learn languages. It's tough. It's not as easy as that. So I thought that Raheem Sterling should have been told from the very beginning, guy, you're not part of my plan. I'm going to let you go. And I think that management also have wavered like the waters of the rivers. They've been unstable like Judah. Because, now the reason why I'm saying this is, please follow me a little bit. Let me explain this in my own way so that people don't quote me out of context. The reason why I'm saying this is I'm thinking that the Chelsea management at some point don't even know what they want. I'm not saying they don't know their job, but they don't know what they want. You know how if you watch some Nigerian movies, if you watch some Nigerian movies, you will know that they didn't write a script. They just gather people. Maybe they wrote a script for another movie. They shot the movie, and they have the equipment. They have this crew, this leftover crew that came for audition and say, okay, you know what? Let's just do something. And then they are doing improv as they go. So in comedy, let me use comedy as an example. Most comedians write their script. They write everything, like everything I'm going to say, they write it. Majority of comedians. That's why I said that comedy is a very hard job. Okay, but there are those people who are the king of improv. In Nigeria, for instance, is Buchi. Sometimes too, Bobby does improv too. Bobby does improv with the characters there. If you watch Bobby very well, but Buchi is the Oga Patapata of them all. I don't know if you guys follow comedy the way I do, but I follow a lot of comedies. Now, both in Nigeria, like I always say, that comedy is the hardest job, hardest entertainment part. I mean, musician can sing one song and repeat it every day, everywhere, every show he goes, he repeat the song. Everybody will still be happy. Comedian cannot repeat the same joke too much. Once he does that, I've heard that joke before. Okay, another one that doesn't look like he writes his joke. You know, maybe because we lived in the same house, we stayed together for a very long time. I'm struggling to understand the boy, the kid that I know, and this man that he is now. And every time I watch him, I'm like, is this Whitey? But you know, I know Whitey, and you all know him as Mr. Paul. I don't know if you know Mr. Paul. The guy, his type of comedy, that's not improv. That's not. I don't know. I mean, I'm always like, I don't know if he writes it, but it's different, right? But for me, Chelsea does look like an improv. Okay, as we're going, Marco sign this Osimhen. Hey, okay, but if you sign Osimhen now, you know how you go to a supermarket and you just buy things that you don't need. Hey, if you sign Osimhen now, hey, how will take them? Oh, okay. How much are you selling the end? 350,000. Oh, yeah, more coach. Just go and do a press conference. Say you don't need this type of play, and then let's sell him. And then you let him go. He said, "Oh, Gallagher don't go. Hey. Oh, all the midfielder will get. They be breakers. So they will not really get any ball player. What you go do now? You know, that's the way. I mean, it's just the way I see Chelsea. I might be wrong, and if you're Chelsea fans, if you think I'm wrong, please kindly put your comment in the comment section. Let me know that I'm wrong. I'm not, saying this as fact that I can point to. But when I look at it from my own basic football knowledge, I have more than basic, my professional football knowledge, I think that's how Chelsea look like to me currently. Like when you look at Arsenal, for instance, you will say, okay, they are selling this set of players because they are no longer useful to them. And if the fact I've proven that in the last couple of seasons, these players have not played key role. They try to give them a chance and they've not used it. Okay, sell them. And then you can see the replacement. This is the reason why Calafiori was brought in. This is the reason why they are bringing in Merino. This is the reason why they are doing this. Okay, but at Chelsea, you can't even figure out why they are doing things. They say if you know the why, the how becomes very easy. But if you don't know the why, the how becomes a problem. And because the transfer window is still open, people are looking at it like it doesn't matter. Chelsea will eventually find a way to get it through. Players will go. But by the time the transfer window closes and some of these players are still there, what happens to them? Are they going to be reintegrated into the team? Are they going to be told, you know what, stop training with the under 23, leave Kudishini team, come and join the first team again? Then, what are the chances? It does look like that to me, but I know that Chelsea fans be like, oh, this show now is now becoming a Chelsea show. Every day you talk about Chelsea, but obviously Chelsea are in the news. There is hardly a news outlet in the world today, whether it's in America that talks sports, football, Chelsea is in the news. Whether it's in the UK where they claim to be home of football, Chelsea is in the news. Look at this headline for Daily Mail, for instance. A 270 million unwanted five-a-side team. Carlo Codicini managing 13 misfits. Look at the kind of word, the kind of adjective that is used to describe them. Some players banished and some still in the mix. How Chelsea managed the bomb squad of Raheem Sterling and co. Okay, there's a whole lot going on. When you now read the headlines for other clubs, you see how sweet, palatable, and nice it is. Okay, look at the headline for Man City. Ike Gundogan lands in Manchester and meets Pep Guardiola at the City Bosses restaurant as veteran club legend gets set to rejoin in a shock-free transfer from FC Barcelona. You see how everything's sweet. He landed, he met at a restaurant that is owned by Pep Guardiola. They discuss, obviously they may have eaten, ordered some good snack or good burger, whatever it is they did. They drank some good clean agua or water, as you guys like to call it, and everything is fine, right? Okay, let's go to another player. Man United on the verge of signing PSG Manuel Ugarte in a £51 million deal, with all parties confident of a deal being finalized in the coming days. That beautiful headline. Oh, as a Man United fan, when you read that, we're getting someone that we need in a position that we are lacking. You understand? It goes well. Everybody feels good. Okay, now let's go back again to I got this touch screen things. It is a bit of a code and not send them. Yeah, very hurry. They broke my body. Hurry. One set me up. Okay. Now there's also good news. There's also good news, and I would like to read it. Simon Jordan, who I like his take because, if you've been on the job, if you have an opinion, I like to respect it. He's owned a football club before. So I like to listen to him. And then again, we sound alike, we talk alike, we speak our mind. We don't try to be diplomatic. So there's a lot of things about him. He's a former Crystal Palace owner. So when he speaks, I like it. So this is what he had to say. He said, why Chelsea's crazy 1.2 billion slapdash transfer approach will work, according to Simon Jordan. Now, I would have loved to read that, but it's very long, so I'm not going to bore you on the show with that. But there's a whole lot of, that kind of stories, and everywhere you look, you're asking yourself, well, okay, so look at the Arsenal headline for instance. Yes, an Arsenal fan, you feel happy. Oh, Arsenal closing in on signing Mikel Merino from Real Sociedad as Eddie Nketiah gets set to join Nottingham Forest for £30 million. Oh, beautiful. We're going to get 30 million. Whatever we spend in Merino might just be the same. Might look like, we didn't spend any money. We released a player that was eating £100,000 a week without doing anything. And now we got a player that can really play. So you feel good. But I don't know if Chelsea are feeling that good. Then you go to Manchester United, some headlines are just bizarre. They're not, check this out. Oh, yeah. Okay, look at this one. Revealed Man United latest cost-saving measure, including bizarre, and the word bizarre also show up there, called for matchday staff after Sir Jim Ratcliffe's wide-scale financial review. It just tell you, if you read between the lines, just tell you how wasteful Man United have really been before now. Everything they do, they just throw money at every problem. As much as throwing money at problem is good, but it's not all. Well, fans of Atletico Madrid are not happy with João Felix. Atletico Madrid fan vandalizes João Felix's plaque at Metropolitano Stadium. Sorry, the poor dustbin, the carry dustbin go throw on there. So the guy now waste. Okay. Following the club record signing, Scott Price moved to Chelsea. We sign you with 115 million. You go for this cheap article, and we are not making profit. But Conor Gallagher thrills Atletico Madrid fans by delivering a 10-word message in Spanish as the former Chelsea captain is unveiled alongside ex-Man City striker Julian Alvarez. What he has shown that he made efforts to learn the Spanish language. His interest is here. He's won the heart, soul, and minds of the Atleti fans. And from here on, it is now up to him to, determine what he wants to do. It is his playing on the field that will not show. I think that he's working under a good coach that will give him the opportunity to excel. Let's come back to our news items and see how it goes. Maresca, I've already told you that he likes wingers, but Raheem Sterling is not the type of winger that he need. We will see at the end of the day what type of winger that he need. Well, a defender that is faster than a lot of wingers in the Premier League, who, you would have thought that, okay, he's old now, he's tired, he shouldn't be bothering himself about winning everything again, but he thinks that they should still win more. So, for those of you who think that Arsenal are just going to stroll to the title or Liverpool are going to carry their extra fitness with their new coach and his slot to Brajashawu and go and win the title. Well, Man City player Kyle Walker have a different message to everybody. So this is the memo from Kyle Walker. I hope you hold it and you read it well, because this is going to determine the tone for the season. Rodri said something before. Now it's Kyle Walker. Manchester City defender Kyle Walker is confident about their chances of securing a 5th consecutive Premier League titles. Finally, the Premier League is officially a fisherman league. You know, speaking to Sky Sports after the PFA award, Walker acknowledged the difficulty of the task, but expressed his belief that City can rise to the challenge and make history once again. He added that achieving another milestone will be a remarkable feat for the team. So let's see if truly Kyle Walker would and his Chelsea and his City teammate will live up to their promise. But for now, let's take his word and put a marker on it. At the end of the season, we might come back and revisit it.
As long as we keep approaching the games as we have approached them over the last 7 seasons since I've been here, and especially how we did at the weekend, I think 4 in a row, no one's ever done it. No one's ever done 5 in a row. So that should be the desire. You know, we're coming here to compete, we're the team to beat, you know, and people want to take our crown from us. So we have to show a little bit of, you know, arrogance, but we need to show a bit of humble. We need to be humble as well, because, as you said, Arsenal are getting very close at the minute now, and other teams I think are going to be, you know, there and thereabouts. There's a very good Liverpool side, which I watched against Ipswich, but as I say, we're the reigning Premier League champions, and hopefully we can retain the title. This is the best league for me in the world. It's the best league that everyone wants to be competing in, and to win 5 in a row. You know, you look at the Manchester United teams that have been over the year, they've not been able to do 4 in a row. So we've ticked a box there. And why can't we go and do 5?
And that's all, folks. It's Elegbetter TV Radio. Follow us on social media at Elegbetter TV Radio.
Yeah, I mean, ambition is something that demands more work. So if they are ambitious, they want to win it. I'm not going to stand here and say because I'm an Arsenal fan, oh, they are being selfish. No, that's the way it should be. They want to win it 10 times, 11 times, 20 times. They should go ahead and do it. Prove it, okay? Put in the work. If you talk the talk, you have to walk the talk, okay? So they put in they are all sending the signals to everybody. We're not gonna. You want the title? We're not gonna fall down and just let you have it. We would die here. That's exactly what they're saying. Thank you very much, Mom. Yeah, you know, that's what everybody's saying. Yeah, that this City team are saying we're not gonna just fold our hand. Oh, Arsenal need the title. It's not a pity thing. Power is not given. Power is taken. Right from the days of John the Baptist, even up to now, the kingdom of God what? And the what? By force. Okay, so you have to understand that nobody's just going to say, okay, Arsenal, it's your turn. Emilokon. Even the man who said Emilokon had to pay people to snatch ballots. What are you saying? Had to fight, go get lawyers. Everybody went to court. Poor Ugume for inside court. Everybody was sleeping on the day of the judgment. I'm not the one that it's not me. There are pictures, there are evident videos of people. Even Sheun that normally runs his mat on TV like me running my mat here was sleeping in court. You just say when the day they want to decide the fate of our nation, people will be saying about matter, we're supposed to hear, we're supposed to know whether they talk true, they talk lie. We're all sleeping. You just say I joke. That's not joking something. Please don't sleep on the bicycle. Click on the like button. Let's move on. So power is not giving. Nobody is going to give you. Nobody. People will come out swinging and fighting. You decide the lie. Abed Amina came out and was telling everybody that paying of tithes is not biblical. All those things. You see the way pastors are coming out and fighting him. They are fighting him because it's the soul of their income. All the money for private jet and the rest. If every church member buy into that Abed Amina's preaching, some pastors go beg money for street. They go day your DM, they beg you money. Yes. They go beg you for money for WhatsApp DM and Twitter and Instagram DM. All this lifestyle where they live, all the plenty babe where they get for corner, all their side chicks. They're not even fund their lifestyle now. It's this one, where would he talk? So you have to fight. You see them, all of them coming out. They throw decorum to the wings. The same pastors where they tell you, say, if somebody slap you here, turn the other cheek. They not great, turn the other cheek. And I'll tell you, I always tell you, say, that's why I need to like advice. Maresca counseling, this one life. No, I need to like advice. The person where they give you advice, so if the same thing where they happen to you happen to them, the thing where they go do go worse. So I just leave it like that. So for Man City are making it clear. You want the title, yes, but you go fight too. If you're not ready to fight, forget about it. Nobody is going to give it to you for free. Please, that's why I'm also begging you people. Click on the like button, yes, so that we can, rise up like other people too. Click on the like button. I'm not too proud to beg. Yeah, I wish I can play that music. I for plan, but YouTube does not allow you to do all those kind of things. Take down my channel, I'll suspend my channel, and then I'll be jobless for like maybe 90 days now. Yeah, by that time, I don't do militant work. I don't do illegal bunkering for Waterside, for Baramatu, somewhere there, for Karakoko, or somewhere, sha. I don't do illegal bunkering. After all, my neighborhood, with that, I just gonna go do things. Manchester City midfielder is not interested in talking about whether they will win the fifth title for him. It's a done deal. I mean, they don't win the Euro with Spain. It's a done deal. They are going to win the fifth title, but there's something he wants to say. Now, this one I don't agree with Absha. I don't agree with her for this one, but let's hear what he's got to say. Manchester City and Spain midfielder Rodri believes that Phil Foden, who received the PFA Player of the Year award on Tuesday evening, has the potential to become the greatest player in England's history. There is no potential. Forget. He they play ball, but there is no way he go fit play ball reach Paul Gascoigne. There's no way he go play now. You call better pass Phil Neville. I mean, did I just call Phil Neville? That one to Bury. Paul Scholes, Steven Gerrard, Frank Lampard. Let's give respect to who it is you. Even Police, he's not on that level. Then David Beckham. There are players who be say pass and they play today. George Best. There's a lot of players. There's Bobby Charlton. There are a lot of players that are way above him. His potential, his potential. A B2. No matter the mechanic or the engineer you take a B2 to, a B2 will not turn into a Ferrari. Okay, a potential of a B2 is a B2 potential. It stays there. That's for me, Phil Foden. But that's what he said. So has the potential to be England's greatest player in history. Speaking to Sky Sports, Rodri praised Foden's quality and ambition, expressing his delight with the trajectory of Foden's career and his confidence in Foden's ability to reach the elite level. I thought that Rodri would be voted the best player anyway, but hey, everybody choose who they want to choose. It is Foden's time. Let me not begrudge him. Let me not be a sadist, but that thing that Rodri talk, he just said it.
I'm so happy about Phil. To be honest, he's a very good kid. He's a very shy kid, but I'm pretty sure I said before. For me, he has the ability and he's able to be the best player, the English player in the history, in my opinion. When he finished his career, of course, he needs to keep developing his game. Already, he's one of the best players in the league in Europe, but I think he could get even better and better. I think the quality he has and the ambition, the hard work he has every day, and the way he tries to understand and listen the old people like me, is very important for me, for the team, and for him. So I'm very glad him. I think he deserves. He was unbelievable, outstanding last season. I think it's the first season I really see him carrying the team in his back, and it's massively important for us.
My name is Frank Idemudia Alapa. That's my name. Talking sports is my game, and I am the greatest. I love listening to Elegbetter TV radio. For undiluted, unadulterated, it's probably replicated but still not yet duplicated. It's sports only on Elegbetter TV radio. I seriously love listening to it.
I can bet you what we offer here, you can't get it anywhere. So it's not like, we're just hyping ourselves, but it's just the truth, okay? It's just the basic truth. And if you want to take it, take it. If you don't want to take it, nothing. There is no better credit you will get than your coach that coach you, giving you the credit that you do deserve. And I'm sure that Steven Gerrard will be somewhere feeling high, excited, elated, and very, very pleased with the kind of compliment that came from that came somebody. Ikoji, I mean, okay, I'll come to what Ikoji said, but it just caught me off guard. And I say you take my bread away. That just took my bread away now, because he brought a different perspective to what Rodri said. That now makes sense to me. That Rodri is actually yabbing England like una not get quality player, because if Foden is the potential to be England's greatest, come on, Nah. It's like telling us that Alex Iwobi have the potential to be the all-time greatest Nigerian player. Alex Iwobi. That's man, without the craze now, we should ban football in Nigeria and make sure that we don't play football again, because it doesn't make sense. Well, former Liverpool manager Rafael Benitez, the guy, he declared that Steven Gerrard is the best player he has ever coached. during an appearance on the Oval podcast with Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher, Benitez praised Gerrard's versatility on the pitch, highlighting his ability to do almost anything, which, according to Benitez, makes him the greatest player he has ever worked with. Wait, did Rafa Benitez not coach Fernando Torres and Luis Suarez? So take it from me. I'm a fan of Steven Gerrard. I'm not yabbing. I'm not here to play down Steven Gerrard, but if Rafa Benitez coached Suarez, let's hear him. Let's have it.
Stevie is the best player that I have ever coached. Yeah. Because when I was in Madrid, I couldn't say that, but now I can say that. It's very clear. So he had everything. What he was missing was the tactical knowledge that a foreign player has, because they play in this position and they say, okay, now I have to. He was so good. He has so much energy that he could get into the box, go as a fullback, do whatever he wanted to do, but he needed to understand the position.
Elected TV radio. Redefining broadcasting. Listen.
So first off, I respect Steven Gerrard, and I think he's a great player, fantastic player, one of the best of his generation. But Rafa Benitez coached, I'm not sure of the Suarez own, but this guy coached Xavi Alonso and Luis Garcia. And Steven Gerrard, Xavi Alonso. It's gonna be hard. But that's his opinion. I'm not gonna change his opinion anyway. But Steven Gerrard was good anyway. It was good. So this one is even better. But Rodri speak. Come on, Rodri. What's the problem? What is strong in you? What's the problem? Well, let's jump into a little bit of basketball. I'm coming to your side now, so please put all your comments or your questions down there. I don't want us to get to the end of the show and then you're making me drag it to the extra. So put your comment there. All right. Boston Celtic power forward Jason Tatum, you remember him, has revealed that the team is driven by even greater motivation to win another NBA championship in the upcoming season. After leading the Celtics to a historic title last season, their first since 2008, making them the team with the most championship in NBA history. Tatum expressed his excitement about the opportunity to do it again in an interview with Post-Dispatch Benjamin Ochman. Tatum spoke about the renewed determination within the team to build on their success and chase another title. I wish you all the best. There's nobody right now that really stand out. There's no team that really stand out. So you guys can do it. The whole world wars is back. So let's get it done. Larry Bird will be smiling wherever he is.
We had a hell of a team last year. It was so fun to be a part of that. The journey that we had, how we kind of dominated the regular season and went 16-3 in the playoffs. It looked like it was easy, but it wasn't. It was hard. We're playing some really good teams, but it's exciting to be able to run it back. We got the same team coming back. We're even more motivated to win another one. So see what we can do.
You are listening to Elected TV radio. This is radio like you never heard before. Elected TV radio, the pathfinder for radio. Elected TV radio, we dare to lead.
right, let's come back. For me, I'm not even going to argue with that. Boston Celtic had a good season. If they keep the team together, no injuries, because in basketball, a great team can become an average team overnight if maybe one or two injuries happen. And Isaiah Thomas can tell you that a few times. Even the Lakers can explain that to you, so you understand that these things happen. But having said that, they had a good season. They deserve their title. They're back. I mean, it's been a long time, 2008 up until this time. It's about 16 years. That's a long time for them to be waiting. It took Lakers 10 years before they won it in the bubble, and they're still waiting again for the next one. And everybody is just rolling around. Golden State Warriors were dominating at one point. Now they are just trying to reshape themselves, even though they still have the wonder kid, Steph Curry. Okay, Steph Curry, the magician, or whatever he is. But let's push it one step at a time, and let's also remind ourselves of some of the many transfer rumors that are still on ground. And I think that what happened with Chelsea players, in my opinion, is that a lot of people know that they are desperate to remove them from their books. So they are going to wait till the last 2 days, the last 48 to 24 hours of the transfer window, and make a bid where they cannot refuse. It's a case of, if you don't sell this player at this price for us, you would have to pay them salaries, and next season we will still come again with a lesser offer. So take it or leave it. But let's see. Manchester United have been offered the chance to sign England defender Ben Chilwell by Chelsea after the 27-year-old was told he does not feature in bosses Enzo Maresca plan. Advice to Chelsea: don't sell all these your reject players to Premier League teams. It's the easiest way to build enemies around your team that would edge you down the ladder. West Ham want to sign 27-year-old Spain midfielder Carlos Soler from Paris Saint-Germain, but must sell players before they can buy. Brighton defender Valentin Barco, 20, is set to join Sevilla on loan, but the deal for the Argentine international does not include an option to buy. According to Fabrizio Romano, Napoli director Giovanni Manna has returned to England to continue transfer talk for Brighton and Scotland midfielder Billy Gilmore, 23, Chelsea and Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku, 31, and Manchester United 27-year-old Scotland midfielder Scott McTominay. In all of this, there's no mention of Victor Osimhen. That's according to Gianluca Di Marzio. Well, Watford have agreed a season-long loan deal with Bournemouth for 21-year-old Canadian-born English forward. Remember, all these Canadian-born players are the reason why all of a sudden football is on the rise. They are preparing for the next World Cup and hoping that somebody said that Canada will surprise everybody at the next World Cup. I'm waiting. I'll be happy unless they will use referees to do something. But then this one is not Jonathan. This one is Daniel Jebison. So let's see how that goes. Former England forward Raheem Sterling. Oh God, they don't use food. He has no future at Chelsea. Gang. This is where it's hard. Who's going to employ him? Who's going to pay him £350,000 a week? Now this is where we will see the wisdom of his agent. They might tell him, you need to cut your pay or go out on loan, and Chelsea pay half. The new club that would take you on loan pay half, and then life is sweet. Life is here, according to my Gaullese people. Well, we will see how that goes anyway. Which club really wants him? Somebody asked me if Arsenal would need a Raheem Sterling. My answer is no. Capital letter no. Emphatic no. No. You're not the kind of winger that we also use at Arsenal. Please, you're not the girl I used to know. You're a shadow of yourself. To the left. Please, get out of my side. Barcelona are considering a move for Juventus 26-year-old Italy forward Federico Chiesa. Let's hope that they get him and they get the better version, the one that was at the Euro 3 years ago, not this current one who is injury prone and does look like he's no longer interested in the beautiful game or the beauty of the game. But let's see. Manchester United are closing in on a deal to sign Uruguayan midfielder Manuel Ugarte, 23, from Paris Saint-Germain. Let's hope that they get through. Paris Saint-Germain are prepared to lower their 51 valuation of the player. Are not prepared, to lower their valuation of the player from £51 million to anything. If they are not willing to pay, they should forget about it. As now 20-year-old English forward Charlie Patino is close to joining Deportivo La Coruña in a permanent move, but there's a huge percentage in the sell-on clause. So for £1 million, it will be a good deal, easy giveaway, and then it's off the wage bill as well. I think it ends about 20 something, 23 or 27. I don't know, £1,000 a week. Fulham have agreed a deal with Lyon to sign 21-year-old French forward Ryan Cherki. Finally, Lyon have accepted a bid worth up to £16.7 million from Fulham for Cherki. So let that deal go through and everybody rest. Well, let's come to you guys now. You guys are the final piece of the puzzle. You make the show complete. Okay, without you guys, my show is incomplete. Yeah, so let's go with this one. I'm going to start now. Bukashine, that to Silima, I see you dancing my Kajasi. It's none of my business. Bukashine say, good morning, sir. How family is fine. How are you? As yours as well. Demola Abiodi Brian say, I think Atletico got the better day. Gallagher will fit into that Simeone pattern. Kenny P say, Ademola Lookman to Arsenal or Liverpool. I hope he goes to PSG instead. He has already tested the EPL. I don't think he's coming. I don't think he's coming to the EPL. Paris Saint-Germain is agreed personal terms with Paris Saint-Germain, so there is little or nothing anybody is going to say. If he's going to move, he's going to Paris Saint-Germain. Arsenal is not looking for him anyway. Arsenal is not trying to sign him, so there is nothing in that rumor. I don't know if Liverpool wants him. Liverpool are looking to get a goalkeeper, the Valencia goalkeeper and Georgia goalkeeper Madashvili, and then probably get a midfielder in. Not really a wide player. They've got wide players that can do the job, and the team is playing well right now. I don't think that's going to happen for him to go to the EPL. Okay. Lord Mayor says this Ademola link is looking so serious. Raji Moshud, there is no lie in all you have said about Chelsea. I have lost interest in that club. There is no hope for the season again. No, you shouldn't lose interest. I mean, if you take it from an Arsenal fan, there was a time where we were worse than this. Anything Chelsea is going through now, there's a potential, the possibility of Chelsea having a great season. Let's leave banter, leave anger, leave emotions and sentiment. There's a potential, because if the window closes and maybe all of these players, maybe they sell like 3 or 5 players, and then all of these players are still there, and the season goes on, some players now gets injured. There is a reservoir, or say, okay, guy, come back to the senior team. And that guy comes with the vengeance that, okay, I want to prove a point that I am that good. I will play so well. You want to keep me at the end of the season, I'll put in a transfer request. So that will work in the short term to the advantage of Chelsea. Don't forget that injury need the right later, like Amrabazo. They just come like a thief in the night. They come. So I think that somewhere along the line, if I'm a Chelsea fan right now, I'm not going to be as disappointed as everybody's thinking, because for some team, the reason Arsenal have not won the title for the past 2 seasons is that last minute lack of depth. You see that November-December period where Bukayo Saka form drop. If Arsenal had Mohamed Kudus, Arsenal wouldn't have lost the Fulham game, the West Ham game and all that, and Arsenal would have gone on to win those games. Probably losing to Aston Villa, in this year wouldn't have mean anything. They would have gone on to win the title. 2 seasons ago, where Saliba got injured, the last 10 games, Arsenal was coasting, was doing well. Saliba got injured. Arsenal won only 4. And then I think they lost 4 as well. And then they lost 5 or so, draw 1 out. Lost 4, draw 2, 1 4. If you look at it, if there was a Calafiori or there was another defender that can just come in and slot in well, Arsenal may, but might have, nothing is guaranteed, might have won the title. So you look at this from that perspective. I'm just, trying to give you guys hope. I don't think that you should lose hope. Arsenal under Arsene Wenger went many years with talented young players lacking in experience, and you saw how we suffered. So, I mean, Chelsea still have some experienced players. I think they can still do well. That's my thinking anyway. But hey, Raji, you are entitled to your own expression of your emotions and your feelings and how you feel about your club. It's your club, not mine. Right? Raji went on to say, the agent of a player, does the agent, I think that's what you want to, is DOSE. Okay. Does the agent of a player make transfer easy for players to get better? Just read this thing before you press send. Peace would be there. There will be peace in the land. You bleach your eye. Olafat says, good morning, boss. When Manchester City won the 4 straight, their players weren't this bold. So this boldness is what will make them not win it. Okay. Well, that time nobody has ever won 4 straight. So it was a to be or not to be. Now they are in a different land. They are in Wonderland. They are like Alice in Wonderland. Or they are in the chocolate factory, Charlie Chocolate Factory, right? They are in a place where they are a supreme being now. Arrogance, yes, but that's where I want to be. If I'm in their position, is the same thing that I would say. It doesn't take anything away from you wanting more. Okay, so what if they lose it? If they lose it, it's not a failure. If they lose it, nobody's done frustrated before, so they still hold their head and say, okay, we'll come back again. There's nothing. Man City are the only club right now who have nothing to lose. They could even say, okay, you know what? Let's play this game, but let's try and go and win one more Champions League, which is a lot more important. Let's add one more Champions League to our title. Let's fight like our life depends on it. But if we win the league in the process, fine. If we win the FA Cup, if we win the Carabao Cup, fine. Let's be competitive. So we use the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, the league as training ground for the Champions League. It's possible. There's nothing about Man City failing to win a title, the Premier League this season, that will be described as failure. No, they bought enough credit to secure them forward, to push them forward long enough. You can't banter them because they didn't win the league title. Come on. All those people that used to say, oh, Pep Guardiola is fraud. Have you seen that they've run out of analysis? That's the thing that I was saying that time, that look, this is not analysis. This is not analysis. At some point, you will run out of how to call him a fraud because, he doesn't use youth player. Well, a youth player that he brought in through the rank has won the player of the season. Rico Lewis is also coming. What's the other one? There's one other one that he just introduced to everybody. That one is also coming on. So there's a whole lot to this thing that you have to look at and say to yourself, it's not as bad as people think. If Man City doesn't win the title, it's failure. No, it's not. You can't even say that anymore. Right? Tamiyo says Chelsea don't turn poultry now. Livestock farm, Shea Todd no get taste board. So in the buy everything now. You've got a pep staff who won't tidy the farm, make him the sea road. Okay, Demola Berry Brian say Man City are not backing down anytime soon. If Arsenal and Liverpool no tie their rapper well, make them forget him. I could just say Rodri, they take style Yab England, that meaning that they don't have quality players. Akimbola Larry says that Rodri talk about Foden now wash. Mike can say Pastor Elegbert, a preacher of the day. Good morning, everyone in the house. Okay. Ogumbi Itunji says, good morning. Do you feel Ademola Lookman will be a good player for Arsenal? No. I'm asking because of the rumors circulating about his move to Arsenal. He's already had a personal deal with Paris Saint-Germain. So what's with the Ademola Lookman to Arsenal rumor? Henry Morrow says, hey, whoa, I don't late for class today. Now the people wait the order for our platter package for the weekend. No problem. Business. Put the business first because Stephen Cover will say, keep the main thing. So seven habits of highly successful people. What's it called? Henry Maru says, what did I miss? Okay. Akimola Larry say, Henry Maru, you go need to pay that fee, the verb for late coming. Class rep. Henry Maru say, not be small, the thing where I the OMA now unimaginable. My generations to come and his generations to come go just continue the love. Let me say, I beg fans no get a joy. We they beg for subscriber, but my goat they get 10 million subscriber in 6 hours. That's all I just be. Tell says this one Raz ends 350k. I be them one use in money pay Victor Sime. I guess that's what I'm talking about. I still the observe Sha. Olatunji Manuel say, who do you predict to win La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, La Liga, Ligue 1, and what do you think Ancelotti meant by saying his team wasn't balanced enough as to what caused his team to not win the opening game? I don't know what it means. I think it's playing mind game. Lord Mayor, I say I feel Juventus will give Inter their run for their league title. Well, thank you very much. This is the end of the show today. I'm not going to do an extension. I need to deal with some issues. My phone is buzzing, it's on fire, so I'm not going to be able to extend. I'm sorry, but thank you very much, every one of you, for being on the show today. It's been nice and wonderful. For the question by Olatunji Emmanuel, it's not like I didn't see it, but like I've said before, I'm not going to do that by now. Let's wait for 10 games into the season and see, because there's a whole lot of shifting, a lot of changes, a lot of rule changes. I need to understand how this whole thing will work and affect team psychology and how team set up before I can be able to tell you that. But I think that the Premier League is between these three teams: Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester City. Sorry, not Man United. Manchester City in the what's it called, the Bundesliga. For me, I think that Bayern Munich will win it. I think Bayern Munich will win it. But my friend Mario, who I respect his opinion a lot, who is grounded in the Bundesliga, thinks that Xavi Alonso and his Bayer Leverkusen will win it. So it's a little bit of battle between the two of us. For the French League One, it's going to still be Paris Saint-Germain winning that one. I don't think that there is anything missing in that team that will make them just all of a sudden drop down. For Serie A, it is still Real Madrid title to lose. Forget about what happened in the opening day. These things happen. It's not a big deal. Other than that, every other league, Serie A is between those three teams: Juventus, Inter Milan, and AC Milan. That's all there is about those one. Well, having said that, my time is up. Good morning once again. Have a wonderful Thursday. My name is Edafe Mathias. You love to come in the Look It's been wonderful on the show. Have a wonderful day. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe and also preach the gospel of this channel to your friends and loved ones. Have a wonderful day. Bye.